Hey guys, it's Elena. Today we are doing another video in my Create with Intuition series of abstract art prompts. The intuitive prompt of the month is song lyrics, and I wanted to use this prompt to pick a song that you like or that has meaning to you and use that to inspire your abstract art. The visual cue to go along with this is journaling. So there are many different creative ways of incorporating journaling into your art, and so I've compiled a photo collection on Unsplash to help inspire you, and the link is in the description below. As always, you can follow along with this series by using any art materials that you want, whether digital or analog, and these prompts are meant to inspire your creativity so that you can find your own voice. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to be showing my own interpretation of the art prompts, and yours might look completely different from mine. I just want to give you an idea of how I personally would interpret these prompts. So the song that I have chosen is a song called Make You Feel My Love, and it's been sung by many people. It was written by Bob Dylan, and I think probably the most popular version is by Adele. So the questions that I want to ask in order to interpret the song into abstract art is, what is the song about? To me, the song is about a parent singing to a child, and a lot of people might interpret it differently, like a child singing to a parent or romantic love or anything like that. So I'm just thinking about, what does the song mean to me personally? And in particular, does it have a special personal meaning to you? And if so, why? So be thinking about these questions when you pick your own song. And also, has your perception of this song changed since you first heard it? Because that's something that can maybe make you think about experiences in your past and use that to kind of fuel your art. So having considered all these questions about this particular song, I've got the lyrics in front of me, and I'm just going to start thinking about what brushes I'd like to use and how I would like to interpret this. So I've got my art journal document open in Procreate. These are some of my previous artworks that I did with this art prompt series. So I just added a new page in Page Assist. And so now I'm going to just go ahead and open up that Unsplash photo collection. So I'm sliding up from the bottom and bringing the Unsplash app over to the right. And I've already opened up this photo collection that I made. And so I'm going to just kind of scroll through this. So again, the visual cue is journaling, and I thought that might go along well with song lyrics because it kind of lends itself to sort of an art journaling or sketchbook style. You can kind of letter out the lyrics of the song. And so I'm just kind of scrolling through, trying to see what I might want to use as inspiration. I've chosen this photo here, and honestly, I'm not even sure what all it says. Hopefully it's nothing offensive. But I really just kind of like how there's a drawing, and then there's just this really messy writing with these long slashes on either side. So I'm kind of thinking about that photo and what, like, visually, how that appeals to me visually. I'll probably close that again in just a minute here. But I wanted to kind of start like journaling little spots and then like sketching or just doing little like paint dabs in different areas to represent different parts of the song. So I'm actually just going to close that. Now that I've kind of got that in mind, I'm not going to look at that anymore. So the next question is brushes. So today I think I'm going to go with my mixed media brushes, at least to start with. I'm going to start out with these because these kind of go along with the whole journaling concept. And so I'm just going to go ahead and turn some music on, and I'm not going to talk about each and every brush that I'm choosing. Instead, I'm just going to kind of let you follow along as I'm creating, and I'll do some commentary here and there. And also, I just wanted to mention I'm using the Mixed Media Rainbow color palette that comes with the Mixed Media brush set, but I might also change colors at some point. Okay, so the first part of the song is when the rain is blowing in your face. And so this is kind of the rain blowing in your face to me. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a lettering pen, and I decided to just go with the technical pen, which is in the inking folder. That's a default Procreate brush. And I've chosen this dark color, and I just want to write kind of really, really messy on each of these little spots of journaling. And I'm going to be inspired by that photo that we were just looking at on Unsplash. Let me just bring that back over again. This here, where it's just kind of messy and it's got these lines on both sides. Okay, so now I kind of wanted to do a little spot like this for each of the stanzas in the song. So I'm just going to group that one together and name it 1. And then move on to another area. So the next one starts out when the evening shadows and the stars appear. So I'm going to switch brush sets now to my Galaxy brush set. First off, I'm gonna actually go back to my mixed media where I was before. And with this messy acrylic brush that I was using here, I'm just going to do kind of like a background, and then I'll do stars on top of that. I'm just making this layer into a clipping mask so that all the stars that I'm about to do will only appear on top of this. Switching back to lettering, and I'm just going to do some lettering here as well. So the next part that I'm going to do in the song lyrics, it says, "I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue." And the words black and blue are kind of coming up right now, so I'm just going to sort of experiment with those colors. The colors in this color palette weren't quite as blue as I was picturing, so I just went to my value tab and just fiddled around with the sliders until I got to a blue I was happier with. That's literally just a black and blue scribble. But as I was drawing this, I was just thinking about my own interpretation of this part of the song, and it kind of makes me think about giving birth to my children, which is why this song makes me think about my children. And so that's kind of what I was thinking about as I was just sort of scribbling and just letting, the scribbles kind of take on their own life. So now back to the lettering. I'm just moving that lettering out of that group just for a minute so that I can make the group just a bit smaller to match the size of these other pieces. I'm just going to put that back inside now. So the next part of the song is the storms are raging on the rolling sea, and thinking about how that talks about a storm. I'm wanting to do something with a tree, so I'm just going to kind of go with that. So I'm actually just going into my greenery brush set. I'm going to draw a tree. So that one, I'm just going to go ahead and group that. And then the last part of the lyric says, I could go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. And so I might go back to my galaxy stamps. But first, I probably want to do a background for that again, which I might do in paper. And I'm actually going to move some of these over just so I have a bit more room. So I'm just going to use this smooth planet stamp right on top of this paper. So that is what I came up with for the art prompts for this month, and what you come up with might be completely different, but I just wanted to give you kind of an overview of my process working through these prompts, how I interpreted the song lyrics to mean something to me, and how I used that to inspire my art practice. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you use these prompts to come up with something really creative and really you. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.